How's the real estate market is a question I constantly get asked. Hey, it's Judy Blanco here at Take Real Estate to the Max. So let's talk real estate. Treasure Valley home prices are up again. So Canyon County had a 12.85 average price year-to-date increase. The average price today, $271,000 compared to 2018 where the average price was $241,000. So Ada County had a 9.2% average price year-to-date increase. The average price today, $387,000 compared to 2018 where the average price was $355,000. We currently have a 1.7 month supply of inventory in Canyon County and 1.3 month supply of inventory in Ada County. So months of supply simply means that if no new properties were to come on the market as of today, we would have this many months left before we were to run out. This is also how we determine if it's a seller's market or a buyer's market. So anything less than 6 months of inventory is considered a seller's market. And that's simply because there's little inventory and less competition from any of the other sellers. Anything more than 6 months of inventory is considered a buyer's market because they have plenty of options, lots of inventory to choose from, and they're in control. So if you're considering selling, right now is a great market to do that in. So how is the economy doing? The US economy did very well in 2019. In 2018, the growth economic rate was at a 3% rate. This year it's been at a moderate pace at about 2.3%. When the economy the size of the US grows at a close to a 3% rate, it's a very big number. Now what's this year's projection, 2020? So the economy has had a lot of momentum, a lot of capital, a lot of great fundamentals are in place. So approximately 1.9% is a projection for 2020, which is still a very good number based on the size of this economy. So in 2018, the US itself was named as the world's most competitive economy by the World Economic Forum. That's the first time that had happened in 10 years. So in 2019, Singapore is number 1, United States is number 2. So the country is still well positioned economically. So on a grand scale, we still have some good growth and we are well positioned in the world markets and well positioned from a competitive standpoint, which gives good fundamentals for years to come. So people are working and are getting paid. So Idaho unemployment rate. Now we came through an unbelievably dark recession. So the unemployment rate changed significantly in just the last decade from 9.63 in 2010 to 2.9 in 2019. So anything less than 4% is basically considered full employment. So anybody who wants a job has a job, so to speak. So that's a big deal. So especially for kids getting out of college, that wasn't the case a couple years ago when we were just recovering out of the recession. So people have options too when it comes to work. Companies are competitive. They want to make sure their workplace is attractive to keep good talent. Not only is it about the pay, but it's also about the morale and the culture that they're providing in their workplaces too. So are people getting paid? Yes, people are making money. We've had about a 3.8% wage growth. It's been the highest in 10 years in the US. So this is all good news. Wouldn't you guys agree? A growing economy, growing wages. So what is the fear? Inflation. Inflation is the #1 killer of assets, and real estate being the predominant asset, inflation is the fear. So well, the great news is that they have managed to keep inflation in check. So inflation was at a 2.1% in 2017, 2.3% in 2019, and is currently at 1.76%. So the good news is that we have a higher growth rate than the inflation rate. That means that the assets are worth more and values are worth more too. So real estate industry. The National Association of Realtor members in 2006 was 1.23 million members. 6 years later in 2012, 999,000 members. 7 years later, it's back up to the 1.32 million members. Now keep in mind that the same agents that were in business in 2006 are now not the same agents that are in today's market. So most of today's agents haven't worked in a normal market. So being around experienced agents or being an experienced agent matters more than ever. So the number of houses that sold in 2019, Canyon County 3,754, Ada County 9,537. Last year, 90% of buyers and sellers used a real estate agent. That was the highest number recorded in history. So more people are using real estate agents than ever. The average days on market was 37 days on market. It's expected to increase in 2020. And currently 30-year mortgage rates are stable at 3.62%. I hope this market snapshot update helped you. Stay tuned for more market snapshots here in the future and more business building tips on my site. If there's anything that I can do to help support you and your business, just know that I'm here. I'm always wishing you the very best.